some women are more intentional when it comes to marriage and relationship than men. What do you say?
Okay, actually, I will actually say this that both men and women should be intentional when it comes to marriage. Because we're
Okay.
talking about a journey that is very long.
Okay.
And if you are like someone like me that believe in family preservation, okay, I believe in family preservation. I believe that my marriage should work. I should
Okay.
make it to work. Are you getting me? So if you have the same to work for my children, are you getting there?
Yes,
So if you
okay.
have this mindset, that means you have to be intentional. So intentionality should be between both men and women. A woman should be more intentional than the man. And that a man should not be more intentional than a woman. So the both gender should be intentional when it comes to their marriage because you're talking about something that is your life. Everything about your life is dependent on this. They say when you have a good marriage on earth, you are in heaven.
Mhm.
When you have a bad marriage on earth, you're in hell. So now, when you have a bad marriage, think about divorce. You know, people think about getting divorced is so easy. I divorce him, I divorce her. That is trauma that comes from divorce, both in the side of the man and the woman. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So the trauma is not only both the women. The woman's trauma is kind of same because she's saddened with the children. A woman doesn't want to let go of her children for another woman to train.
Yes.
Every sane woman, every good mother will not want to leave their daughter, their children for someone else to train.
Yes.
So it makes them to be saddened with the children. So when a guy comes to marry them, they got into a relationship and the man is not ready to take another man's child to train. Are you getting me? So you see a woman staying with their child. That's why you see a man can actually move on. That is not actually moving on. Maybe she got after divorce, he just gets married to another woman in 3 or 4 months. That man have not actually moved on. There is trauma that comes with the past relationship. So every one of us should be intentional when it comes to marriage. You don't just do it anyhow.
Even outside the intentionality, there's something that you just said that struck my thought.
Okay.
Now, moving on. Do you know, or do you believe, or what do you think in this scenario? Do you know, I have this perception that women tends to move on more easily in a broken relationship or marriage than the men. Why?
Okay. Let's see this way, okay? They tend to move on, especially when they are coming from hot fire. Are you getting me?
All right.
They are coming from a hot fire. Maybe the guy is dealing with them, pressing their neck, beating them, maltreating them. So their freedom is limited. They are not who they are in that marriage. So when they comes out, they breathe air. They have this fresh air. Oh my God, so am I alive.
But sometimes that breath of fresh air is it means gallivanting around and having a taste of so many because it's just like for instance now a lot of people will always say red flag, it's all red flag, it's all red flag. But prior to going into that relationship, all they saw was a dilly-dally affair. Like everything was good. Gold. He was willing to even lick the feet upon which the person works. And then over time, because there are a lot of there are sometimes a lot of men of these days says it may vary for the Gen Zs because the nature of women. These are people, ladies of TikTok, who are ready to go naked on social media just to make a living or even to expose themselves, even to just, they do anything, just, anyhow.
Okay.
There are a lot of them.
Sorry, before you go further with your question, okay, I want to say this.
Okay.
Just the way we have some TikTok naked women out there, okay, and we are scared of the future of motherhood. Are you getting me? That's the way we are also scared of the future of the fatherhood.
Why?
Because we have a lot of guys who are into here who have no moral principle. Everybody's out there doing anything they want to do. It's both gender. There is no particular gender that is out of this. So I want us to understand this part, okay? Both the men, the young guys we're having now, they are not deep-rooted in the morals. The kind of parents we are having now.
When you mention the Yahoo guys, because I think the worst of most of a guy is at least better than an average woman of these days.
No.
I know what I'm talking about, and then I will tell you. I will just point it to you. You will see a guy who's been into a bad life. You look at someone like there's a known rogue or criminal in Nigeria. You see Evans. Oh, Evans the kidnapper. He was a kidnapper, but his family gave his family quality life. And then if you look at the documentary about the life of Evans, he was a man, notwithstanding all the bad thing he was doing, but he comes home to his family and he kneels down with the children and he prayed. He had a different kind of life. But listen, because in the home he has a life. I didn't know whether to say to his family he had a multiple personality disorder. But the major thing is he took care of his family, his own, and he also took care of his age, being his own girlfriend, according to some documentary evidence that came out. I'm coming. Now, you look at somebody like that, he had a criminal intent. Listen, the society might paint him to be bad, but coming to his home, he was making sure that maybe his children had good morals. And that boils down to the kind of woman probably he married.
Now you are not talking.
Now,
we actually, how can a woman, okay, what do you actually call good morals or bad behavior? So can this woman probably boldly, or these children grow up to see the evidence of who their father and they are happy with their father? Does this life of this man have anything to paint good for the child?
If his life never came out in public, I'm saying this for the record. If he was never, there are a lot of kidnappers in the societies that are being hailed everywhere. There are a lot of criminals.
Definitely.
For instance, look at an average Nigerian politician. An average Nigerian politician is a rogue, a criminal, and a thief. Now, but
the same way that an average man, woman out there that doesn't have principles and morals is a criminal. That's why someone can go outside, pick someone's phone and pocket it. That's why someone is doing business with someone. They are thinking of how to steal from the next person. So anybody that doesn't have values and morals, principles, is a criminal.
Now, now bringing it down to normal marital relationship. And then a lot of emphasis on people talking about red flags. And because I always hear about red flag. You know, you chop, they say red flag. They chop too much. You drink, they say, this one a drunkard, red flag. Now, if you are very animated, maybe they say, this one talks too much. Because I know of a woman who isn't married up to a date because she talks a lot, and she's not just talking a lot, she's always highly opinionated. The mother said, no, you can't buy too much. And then she's beautiful, she's fair, she's industrious.
Wow.
But a lot of men are running away from her.
Does she talk and expose secrets?
Not secret, talks. Talk is talk. Someone who talks doesn't even know when you expose whatsoever. Be it secret or
you know why I'm saying that? Someone that talks, are you getting me? There is a man somewhere who doesn't talk, and he wants a woman that talks. Are you getting it? So actually talking, someone talking too much to me, I should just say, it's not a character that can kill anyone. Are you getting me?
Now, do you not? Do you not?
Listen,
an average man, for instance, now, I come here and then I see a woman seated and she's parroting. Like only an hour. Now, the first thing that comes into my mind is especially someone like me. Yes, I'm highly opinionated.
So you don't want someone
all right. Now, It's not that I want to. Listen. In my life, I can never get married or even have a relationship with someone who is too dull. I will die. Now, I prefer someone, for instance, who is calm.
Okay.
All right, calm, very intelligent,
calculated,
and then you talk to me, maybe
with respect.
Not just respect. Respect is earned. It's not given most times.
Okay.
You earn respect. Now, this is someone maybe that is not self-centered. It's not someone who is selfish.
Okay.
It's not someone who just thinks about more.
Me
but
alone.
you think about you and your. That's
partner.
The kind of person I always want in my life. All right. Now, because anyways, by nature, I'm someone. If I have 1 naira and then you ask me, I give benevolently and magnanimous.
That's a good one.
All right, but that is when I have. If I don't have, I just give deaf ear to it. Understand? But when you see a woman who parrots a lot, who talks, the French people will say "damn like parle trop," pirot.
Okay.
C'est un pirot. That is how they call it. Like she talks a lot. Now, is it not a red flag?
Okay, I want to say this
to someone of my own kind of.
Good. That's what I'm saying. Running. That's what I'm saying. To someone like you, she could be a red flag. But to someone there, it could be that woman I've been waiting for. Because this man have this dull life. Nothing interesting about himself. So he needs a woman that be talking, making the house too. Like I have this sister, she's not a talkative actually, but when she comes here, everywhere is lively. Are you getting me? She's our gist maker. She sorts gist everywhere and give us. So whenever she comes, you say there is gist. Gist is there. All so right. Can you imagine a man who doesn't talk? Are you getting me? And she saw someone that can say things for him. So him is an angel. God have sent someone I've been waiting for all this while. But to someone that talking asks him or her, all right. This is a red flag. And now I want to say this. Before red flag, we have orange flag.
Orange?
Yes.
I like one orange.
Orange flags are those flags. It's just like they are both flags.
Oh, they are flags, yes.
We have green flag. We have orange flag and red flag, just like our normal
referee, football, okay.
Both football and road safety. Signs. Okay. Now, orange flag is telling you, let me just say a woman that is, for example, you have talked about talkative, someone that talks too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking for another thing I should use. Maybe a man that don't actually calls on phone.
That doesn't call
on phone, for example. Yeah. Are you getting me? So let me just say, you just detected this man doesn't call. It's an orange flag. Are you getting me?
Why is he orange?
I'm coming, okay? Oh. Now, you are not dating this guy, he doesn't call, and you feel like this guy is not giving you attention. Then you call him and say, babe, or whatever you could call yourself. I would love it if you put me in your priority, like maybe once in a while. I know you are busy, okay? I know you have a lot of things on your desk. If you can actually set an alarm, even when you are busy, alarm will tell you, call babe.
What if
I'm
when
coming.
the alarm set off the man is tired?
No, I'm coming.
Right.
Then you call and say, I just want to hear your voice. Are you okay? Fine. To that woman, it means a lot to her. Then you drop the phone. Or you are busy, just send her a text. To her, in your busy schedule, you're able to have few minutes for her and send her a text. Now, you talk to this guy, and this guy said, oh, I didn't see it that way. I will walk towards it. And the guy walks towards it. Are you getting me? When this guy walks towards this thing, guess what? This guy goes back to green light. Meaning that it's good. But if you talk to this guy, he keep doing the same thing, keep neglecting even more. That's what we call red flag. Red flag is that thing maybe you find out, you talk about it, this guy doesn't want to change. And also red flag are those things that is life-threatening.
Red flag.
And life-threatening.
No, sending of text become how can maybe for instance now calling and sending text message turns from green to red.
You know, I said something. I was just talking about. I said, let me take something something that is light. Like a guy don't. You know, some guy doesn't call. Probably they don't have time to call, or it's not in their nature to call. But to women, attention, calling means a lot to them.
All right.
A woman that loves you, a woman that doesn't love you, when you call her, she think you are disturbing her. Okay. When a woman that loves you,
when a woman doesn't love you, even the calling becomes a red flag.
Short. It's not like a red flag. She say you're upset. You're choking her up.
You are clingy.
You are choking her up. Are you getting me? So to her, I'm using this. I say, for example, she dictated something, orange flag. The guy doesn't call. Okay. Now you talk to this guy. The guy see reason. I said, okay, I will change. Then when this guy changed, now this guy is no longer complaining about this thing. That means the guy is good to go. But when this guy refused to change, don't you know that not talking, not being able to have emotional compatibility in marriage, or talking in marriage can suffocate marriage, and it can kill a marriage.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Communication, right communication. You don't talk to the woman. She doesn't know what is in your heart. She doesn't know anything about you. You are going from Z to Z. She doesn't know anything. But she's your wife. And if something happened to you now, everybody will be asking her, where is your husband? Where did your husband go to? What is wrong with your husband? And now she doesn't have anything to say about it. So communication is very important. So whenever if for example, you talk to this guy and the guy accepted that this is wrong. Oh, it hurts you. I will change. And he changed. He goes back to green light. That means nothing is wrong. But when the guy insisted that I won't call you and you're not going to do anything about it, if you want, you go, and if you don't want, leave. So if I'm the person, I take the front door. I move.
What about listening? Because sometimes, what about the situation that this guy genuinely cares about you?
Okay.
But he has a very, like you said in our last work, is from a workaholic background, where all their life is nothing but work. Okay. And now he's from this background.
Okay.
And then the woman is not. Is it not in the place of the woman
to understand
that this
is
his background? You should always try to create a connect between that nature relationship and his reaction to the calling.
So can I say something?
And also, I'm coming. And also, prior experience on the side of the womb of the guy, he might have also have a kind of a prior relationship where a woman saw him as being clingy or as being, imago.
Okay, can I say something? All right. Let me just say this thing, okay? If, for example, this guy that is claiming that he's busy, that he doesn't have time, but when it comes to his work, he can call, he can follow up calls, he can code. You know, it's what you call important. If you call this thing important, you give it time. Now, if you are busy, are you getting? I'm not against you being busy, but what we are talking about is compromise. Both men and women have to come in a place. Relationship and marriage is compromise. Everyone have to compromise. Everyone have to move from here to here. Then you shift from here to here. So if, for example, I have to understand that this is your nature. Are you getting me? Then you understand that I need right communication. So that means if, for example, I'm not asking you to call me like 10 times in a day. I need just, hi, babe. How are you doing? Okay, I am here. I'm here. Are you getting me? Or a message. It means that, or communication that you tell the girl, this is what we are doing. This is where we are. Not just you are on your own.
It makes her feel important.
Yes. Even if, for example, that I'm important in your life, that's why we are partner. We are one. Are you getting me? Now, you sidelining me makes me look like I'm not. They say that a virtuous woman, when she's married to the worst man, a man does not listen. Her virtuousness cannot be seen.
Cannot be seen.
Yeah, because It's when a virtuous
Should I
woman.
repeat what you said?
Yes.
That a virtuous woman, when she's married to the
a
wrong man,
and a man that does not
that doesn't
listen
have understanding or
and
listen,
does not listen
her virtuousness
cannot be seen. For example, now she has a lot in her. She has a lot of good quality, and a man wants to do something, and the man doesn't carry her along. The man goes on doing whatever she wants to do. So how will she contribute to that man? How would the values and potential and ability she has, how would the man hear her out? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes,
the same way with a lovely husband, a understanding husband, a nice husband, when he is connected or married to a woman that does not understand him or value him, that man's beauty and personality can't be seen. Because it takes two to tango.
No, okay.
I get me. It takes two to tango. It takes two to make marriage. If one person says that this marriage cannot work, that no matter what you do as you do, that marriage won't work. It takes two mature people to say, this thing is not working. We are not working. That's why I said, there are things that sitting down, trashing down can solve than praying.
All right.
Now, you see something is wrong. You go to your bed, you are praying Rabagada, Shabada, you are praying Shagada, and God is saying, I've given you wisdom. Sit down, come together, and say, this thing is not working. Plan it together. Remove this, add this.
All right.
This is what simple discussion can handle. Then prayer back is up. But you can't just remove the right discussion and communication and be praying. After praying, is it the Holy Spirit that will come and do the talking? So two persons have to come together and do the talking.
Maybe the person will be waiting for the Holy Spirit to come and minister to the husband. Maybe those must be two pastors.
Okay.
Okay. But
Ministration. Holy Spirit can actually talk to a man. Like if, for example, my husband does something I don't like, okay, for example, and I've been telling him about it and he's not listening, for example, I can actually go back to the Holy Spirit. I can actually go back to God that told me, that lead me to him, that said I should go into this journey. And tell him, sir, that's your boy, you gave me, he's not listening. Are you getting me?
But can the Holy Spirit lead somebody to somebody?
Okay.
No be your kuro eye you see the person.
The truth is, you use both of them. He give you peace. He show revelation. He show me revelations. He gave me peace.
Who showed you? Your husband showed you?
The Holy Spirit.
Okay, the Holy Spirit shows you.
He showed me revelation. He showed me peace.
That is what they call the perfect will of God, and it's rare.
Perfect will of God.
Because most marriages, I think the only perfect will of God recorded in the Bible was the marriage between Adam and Eve. True or false? And even the one that God even gave to them, the man complained. Because when they fought her, God say, Adam, the woman
then can I also say something again? Right. When Mary Magdalene was brought to Jesus for him to condemn too. He's a wiser man. He's a man that understands what the first Adam did. The first Adam blamed the woman. But the second Adam, when they brought the case of Mary Magdalene to him, what did he do? He said, he that has no sin should cast the first stone. He said, I'm not going to blame a woman again.
The other one in the Bible, Adam did not do anything. It was the woman who came. The woman was first tempted. Oh, dear. It happens even in marriages today.
That's it.
Let me shock you about this thing. Forget all this grammar where would they blow. Do you know that in most marriages, be it anywhere in the world, women are more in charge? Let me tell you why. You know that bedroom drama. That is where the woman is the King Kong of that family. Okay. And that is why sometimes in our culture, and they blame me on the wife. Because even the woman understands that when decisions are made in the family, it's not in the parlor. The parlor is a place of entertainment. It's like a theater. Yeah. Now, but the decision-making body,
it's in the bedroom.
It's in the bedroom. Because when the man says, Papa Amaka, how far now? He says, shh, Imetumaka, I'm going to get away problem. Now the man begins to promise and even speaks. He speaks even in the tongue that does not exist.
that what you said is
that
true.
Not the decision-making body?
No, it works. I wouldn't say it doesn't work, okay?
Okay,
no, it works. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes when you finish from there, you come out and meet the reality of life. And most times, you don't stay there long. When you finish, you come out and discuss about the life, things facing you. Now, if, for example, you're discussing about things facing you and the man is not listening, yes, it do happen. Or the woman is not listening. So, you see, there is issue. So, it takes both a good man and a good woman who want their marriage to work. So, now, I maybe debated about the red flag and orange flag. So, so now, if the red flag is life-threatening, if that's thing you find out about that woman is life-threatening, can put you down, like you getting married to a woman that's extravagant. She stay one place and booked. She's not working. The woman is not working. She's taxing you 100 million for her clothes. Everything is on you, darling. That woman is a big red flag, because if you marry such woman before that marriage is up, you are from high to down.
But in Igbo, listen, especially the Anambra men, they brag about their wives not working. So for them, it's a show of affluence.
I don't have any problem with a man that believes in that.
For instance, if you look at the Anambra marriages or some Igbo marriages of the early, let's say, 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, down to 90s, the trajectory started moving some other ways in the 2000s.
Okay.
All right. Or maybe in the late 90s. But maybe an average Anambra man, or let me not just say, I'm mentioning Anambra because it's the thing of ego. That no yamaboga.
Okay. What if something happened to the man tomorrow? What if something happened to the man tomorrow? And what will happen to the woman? So I advocate that both men and women should work. Are you getting me?
All right.
Because a woman don't need to be asking the husband, give him money to buy hair, give him money to buy clothes, give him money to buy this, give him to buy my personal belongings. No. A woman should be... We love it when our husband spend on us. Doesn't mean that we should not have our money to take care of ourselves.
Then where do the women spend their own money?
A woman should also contribute in a home.
No.
That is your own. Okay?
They will tell you, a lot of women will tell you that my money is my money. Own. My husband's money is our money.
Okay, that it
right?
For those it works. I advocate that a woman should contribute. She work, she buy things. She mustn't wait for her husband to buy everything.
You believe in 50-50 marriage?
It's not like 50-50 marriage.
Okay, you don't believe in 50-50 marriage.
What I believe in, a woman should contribute a man to the sources of the home because it's her home.
Yes.
So if, for example, I saw my children, I know my children need clothes, for example, and my husband is busy with a lot of projects, and I have money to buy them clothes. Why must I wait for my husband to go and get the clothes? I buy clothes for my children.
Okay.
So I see a need in my home. I mustn't wait for my husband to do it. If I have the money, I take care of it.
Okay.
Why he handle big projects? So if, for example, he's handling big projects and I have money, I also bring money for the big projects. That's where I aspire to be. I want to be that woman who is working hard. If my husband said we want to do a project of 1 million, and babe, we need to raise 1 million, I want to raise even 500,000 for it. That's the kind of woman I want to be.
Now, it's not want to be.
That's the woman I am. I am looking at to be.
Now I ask. For instance, should a man know the financial worth of the wife?
But anybody can know it. I can know my husband. He can know my own.
A lot of people, a lot of women
doesn't want.
Yeah, there is this feminist ideology.
Say bitter.
No, feminism.
Damaged
No,
feminist.
feminism is feminism.
Damaged
No, but I tell you now,
feminist.
a lot of women believe that the man should not. Okay, there is this story I heard, whether it be true or false, I don't know, but it's a popular story of a woman who actually built a house and the husband never knew about it.
It's wrong.
And then I'm coming. And then they were living in a 2-room apartment.
Wow.
And then suddenly she told the husband that be it as it may, that she doesn't like this place they are living, that they are moving.
Mm-hmm.
And now the man said, "No, I don't have the capacity to move out of this current settlement.
Okay.
Please, can we retain this place?" She said no, that she's not retaining. That actually, that what she wants is that she's going to take a loan from the parents, all right, for them to move. And now the man said, "Now you're wanting me to move to a house where I will pay a rent of, say, 1 million. Now, after the first year, do we continually borrow money to considering my meager job? All right. Now, unknowingly to the man,
is the woman's
woman is the owner of the property.
Is wrong.
Now, annually, she comes to the man and says, "Oga, bring the house rent. We need to pay up the house rent. Otherwise, we'll be thrown out of this house." And then she goes to the lawyer, and then the lawyer brings an eviction notice
to the
man. And then this man actually became so
frustrated.
Frustrated, and in the point of trying to meet up, the man died.
Wow. This is bad. Okay. So if a woman, I want to tell any woman that does this is a killer, is dangerous.
But that is, people say that is the nature of women.
Please, that's what I'm saying. When we are discussing, okay, that's why we are where we are, okay? It's not a nature of women. We have some women probably have their parents, the mother have told them, this is, probably they see how their mom, their dads have done things to their mom, or their mommy have sat them down. That is, they have seen people talk about it, keep your money, don't tell your husband. Doesn't mean that some women are intentional. Okay. Why won't that should be a thing of honor. I build a house and I told my husband, this is the house I built. Let's move in. God, I want him to be proud of me. Come on. That his wife was able to build a house. I want to buy a car for my husband. He said, my wife bought a car for me. That's how I think. And that's how some kind of women that believe what I believe also think. So when you talk about this kind of myopic women, okay, who have this wrong mindset, you know, some women have wrong mindset. So you say some women, that's the way we have some men that have wrong mindset.
And the background also contributes.
Background, experience, influence, bad friends. They'll tell you, are you the one that's going to raise a man and his children? Bad enough, I was in a place, I was in a salon doing hair, and a woman said something. We were just discussing, a woman and the hairstylist was saying something. He said, my husband said I should buy, I'm the one that's going to buy books for the children. After paying house rent, after paying school fees, you buy the book. They're not discussing. The woman, the girl were like, why will you do that? If I'm the one, I will not do it. Then you are talking. In me now, anytime I hear something like this, because I advocate for balance, I advocate for right marriages and family preservation. I know this is going to be an issue. So I said to the woman, I said, are you working? She said, yes. I said, do you have the money? Will you be capable of handling your children's book bag? He said, yes. I said, so why is it a problem? I said, okay. I said, I also asked her a question. I said, your husband, do you think he's capable of doing all the school fees and the book bag and house and family issues, family thing? Yeah, wow, she said, he's struggling. I said, so do you want to struggle, make the man to struggle and die and you become a widow? Then you are left with doing the house rent.
All the rest, all the things
will now come on your shoulder. So why not make the life of that man easier by doing this since you are working? The study said, wow, but why will he build? See, okay, if you're talking about him building he knows the wife is capable to do that. Unless the wife is not capable, maybe the wife is not working. Maybe I don't know why, but are you getting me? Now he say, or for example, a woman comes in. There are men that are capable, they are worthy, they are good, but they just want the wife to bring money. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Which is not bad, depending the intention of the man. But a man that wants to, I've heard a man that said the woman, when they pay, you bring all the money. So when you say bring all the money, what is the woman left with?
That is entitlement.
Good. Are you getting? So when these things are in both sides. Are you getting me? So that means, so the woman should bring all the money. What happened to the woman? Her personal need. You know, what happened to
her own extended family need?
Her own extended family need. Are you getting what I'm saying? What happened to, she wants to buy something when you're not around. She wants to buy something for the children when you're not around. She wants to take the children outing.
But I tell you, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. A greater percentage of women cares more about their own personal need and then the need of their own extended family than their home and even the husband.
Okay, I want to say this.
Maybe to them, because we've been talking about damaged people.
Okay.
This one is that like they see their own home as sacrosanct. And then that you should not even go there. And then the husband's people, she sees them as okay,
please. Are you talking about husband's family home or their husband and wife, your home now, your nuclear home?
I'm talking about it from the nuclear home.
Husband and wife.
To the extended home.
Okay,
because now the husband is from somewhere.
Good.
And the wife is also from somewhere. Okay. But now there are women who cares only about two things.
Okay.
Her own personal needs.
Her parents.
The needs of her parents.
Okay.
And then in between, you might have the needs of their children. All right. She doesn't care about the husband, and she doesn't even care about the needs of her husband's family.
Okay. Every intentional balanced woman, intentional balanced woman who understands what family is all about should care for his family, her family first, the husband and children. She also care for the extended family of both where she's coming from, where the husband is coming from. Because the mother of the husband also made an investment to raise that young guy. Just the way the parents of the girl also made an investment to raise her. So now it's something that you also give to your nuclear family, take care of your husband and children. Then you progress to your own family. The both family I'm talking about. When I talk about family, I'm talking about the man and the woman's family.
Have you not also heard about ladies who says when you're dating them, they tell you, nigga kadendo, is your mother still alive? And then when you say, yes, my mother is alive, you know go mad.
Yes.
Like she wants your mother dead. That if your mother was dead, that she will easily marry. That's the way. That is the kind of mentality some of those kind of people have.
Definitely. And when I tell those ladies, when I talk to them, I talk to women, okay? I tell them, I said, if you are praying for a woman to die, you are praying for your husband's mother to not be alive. That's how when you have a child, your son, your daughter. It
becomes a vicious cycle.
Whatever you sow, you reap. You want your husband's mother to die. That's how your daughter-in-law in future wants you to die. So if you sow it as a seed, you reap it. So I'm not talking much about it. Are you getting me? Okay. So any man that sees such woman, I don't know why you're even getting married to such person. So right marriage.
Sometimes they don't say it out in the open.
Yeah, they don't say it out.
They discuss it. You know where you make your hair?
Yeah, they discuss it there. And they tell their friends. Yeah. Sometimes they show you subtly.
Subtle.
Yes. If you can dictate it, you know.
No, because if you say subtle, that means I should become a sign language learner, student. When women do like this, I should read meaning into it. That means I'll never get married.
No, it's not that. No,
because there are things sometimes. That is why I say when it comes to intentionality, men tends to weigh a lot of things away, and then women tends to pick and cling onto a lot of things, and that's why I say women are more intentional.
And that take us to what do you discuss when you are dating? You know, these issues we are having in marriage, because when in dating period is when you discuss, it's when you know yourself. Funny enough, these days, what they do is frolicking. Having sex.
You call what did you call it?
Oh my God.
Frolicking.
Frolicking. Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
I've learned a new one.
They will just,
Frolicking. Okay.
instead of learning, they're touching themselves, they're having sex.
Touching.
The time when they're supposed to be discussing the matter that will affect them, how they will train the child. Polygamy. Do you accept polygamy? What is your values and morals? When they will start using style to ask them question about whether this girl wants her family to come in, whether she wants her mommy to be coming. These things are questions you ask. You draft a question. You be intentional about your question.
But most times, listen. I sometimes all those listen. Men in this discussion period in dating, most times are even more sincere than the women. The women listen, I'm coming. The other one I told you, women are more intentional.
Okay.
But when it comes to this one, dating,
a woman can pretend what she's
she
not.
Will paint the
angel
of Mary Magdalene, not Mary, mother of Jesus.
Sir, if you have a right discernment spirit, or if you can find out things, okay. A woman can pretend. I know women can pretend to get married. A woman can pretend to get married.
How do you discern that when you're dating and then she's always calling your mother? She's acting. There are women are actors by nature.
Yes, some people can actually pretend.
Now she calls your mother. She buys her clothes.
Get things
she
for her.
buys her. Sometimes she will tell you when you're going to see your mom. She will say, "Please, what kind of clothes do you think your mother will like?" You will say, my mother doesn't care. Or she will say,
I'll buy something so I can get something.
Which one? She will dress like that, and then you're going. She will buy that big, that big rubam bread.
And buy it.
She will get the biggest one, and even buy her something that might even kill her. Get her all those energy drink. Add it on top of the matter. Carry
to buy the
even cook.
Yes.
And then you go cook, carry and come. Now gives it to the mother. Those are.
Yes, we
have
women
looking
like
at
that.
it, and then in your eyes you'll be saying,
"This is a good woman." My mom. Oh my God! I brought someone to my mama.
Now, when you have issue, even when you have issue with her, and then those kind of people are desperate chicks. Now they do everything to buy your family over.
Yes.
Now, any day your mother maybe your mom will just calls you on phone and say,
Okay.
Mommy, your mother will just.
You must marry her.
She will enter the next available transport
and
then
you
come
must
to your
marry
house
her.
and say all the kishu. Now, unfortunately, when all those things are done and dusted, you discover that she's another a different species of individual.
So I want to say this. Definitely,
women pretend more in discussions.
No. They pretend. I'm not debating about that. That women, because they want to be married, they want to answer someone's name. They can actually pretend a lot of things, but doesn't mean that you will not see through. You will definitely see through.
Do you know men? But do you know men also pretend?
That's what I'm saying.
But let me shock you. Let me shock you about something. Okay, I was somewhere one particular day and I was discussing with a young lady. She said, "Do you know I cannot marry a man that does not drink?"
Okay.
I'm coming. And then she said, "Forget about your religious inclination anyways."
I wouldn't actually marry a man that drink, actually.
But I'm coming. I asked her why. She said she doesn't like a man that smokes, but she likes a man that drinks. I said, why? She said that men who drink rarely pretend.
Oh. Okay.
I'm coming. Now, she said that men who drink rarely pretend. That a man will come back in a drunken state and then he drops his statement for you. It's what he's been thinking about. And then she knows.
And a man that drinks can actually come back one day and beat you.
No.
A man that drinks can actually come can actually empty his pocket on the laps of a Delilah. A man that drinks can actually empty his money on a supermarket or a beer parlor.
Now I shock you. When I used the word, because
I'm not trying to say.
No, you were going to the history. A man that drinks is different from a drunkard. Now, a drunkard can do all those ones you say.
Okay.
But a man that comes to a beer parlor, maybe you just like
Take one bottle,
anyways, I'm sure you
take
don't.
2
I'm sure maybe you don't drink.
I
Maybe
don't
take
drink.
2 or 4 bottles and then feel there is this ecstasy.
He wants to feel.
No. It's not that you're feeling cool. Listen, because people who doesn't drink also doesn't even understand this angle to it. Now, when you drink, maybe you've had a very rough day at work. It's not that you love your wife and she knows I'm coming.
Okay.
And then she knows you love her. All right. Now, but on his way back from work, he calls you on phone, baby. Say, I say, biko, ofe akade. He say, ofe edi. I say, okay, biko, biko, obu na okporoko kadi tieru mi ya mo gagodi na nke ya gotegodiri mu azu. Na nno na nke ebuka agbaro. Ka nno godiri ebe a ka nhutu some one ewotago ka mbata. Now, that man in that state, he comes home. He's a man who loves his wife. There is no conflict anyway. Let's say in a perfect scenario. Now, he goes to that beer parlor and then he sits down, he drinks. He's had a hectic day. All right. Sometimes he doesn't even want to stress it on the wife. Maybe he has this kind of overcaring wife. Made that woman no die before in time. Okay. Now, he goes to that beer parlor, he sits down, drink. He takes 1 bottle and then he's talking guy talk with guys, you know, and then he comes home. He drinks 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 bottles, and then he comes back home. And then he's in the mood. And then he tells the wife everything, how the whole day has been. Okay. You know?
Okay. I want to say something.
But a man, do you know that I'm still coming. Do you know that a man who doesn't even, they even nothing. They do any kind of. He comes that kind of man. He might just come, baby, how far? Adeo, biko, okporoka ade, mwagoten, obatazie, onatabia. Now he just eats, takes his bed, he sleeps off.
Okay.
All right, but that beer might have given him some extra energy. To go to recap on the activities of the day, and then some people will say, okay, why not take that beer home?
To drink with your wife?
No, maybe your wife doesn't even.
Okay, to drink there with her.
To drink. There. And then sometimes I used to tell them, it's not always fun drinking. I can have 12 crates of beer in my house, for instance. And instead of drinking it in my house, you bring it out in the street. There is that extra joy, And then drink.
I still want to say this, okay? I am not judging anyone that drinks. Are you getting me? That's why I believe people that have the same principle, value, should marry themselves. Okay, So me, okay, I don't want a man that drinks alcohol or smoke because this is my own principle and values, and I want that for my children actually. So I'm not in any way coming to judge this kind of people. I don't do that. I'm trying to tell you based on my own. Are you getting me? As long as they are in peace with their wife, they love themselves, their mind is good. I don't have issue with that. I'm not telling you what is obtainable to me. This is what I want. And my husband this is what we want for ourselves. Are you getting me? And that is what we are doing for ourselves.
All right.
Are you getting what I'm saying? So I'm not judging. If this one works for them and their home is peaceful and they have family preservation, the man drinks it, come back home, is not in the laps of any Delilah, or his friend is not teaching him how to do some negative things to your wife or anything. I don't have any problem with that. So I get him. It's your own. So my own belief and what I stand for is what I'm talking about.
But let me ask you one vital question.
Okay.
Between men and women, who do you think is easily or always more influenced by friends in marriage, in a marital setting? Is it the men or the women?
When I will say this, okay. When it comes to influence, anyone can be influenced.
Can be influenced.
Anybody that have weak
self-perception.
Good. A man who is not principled people can actually influence him with negative and the flow. The same thing is applied to women. A woman, a friend can actually tell her, this, that, your man, your this, your that, and blah, 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 maybe in the salon. She come back and starts trying to put it on her husband. That's a woman that
she will become grandstanding.
Yeah. So that's a woman that don't have understanding, who is weak in her. mindset, weak in things,
And her
weak
self-image.
in decision. Are you getting me? People that can actually, turn her around.